very easy to kite, but he excels in team fights if he has the setup. So coming into this next banning phase, what kind of heroes are we looking at being banned, and what maybe could they pick to pair up with the Ursa?
Wyvern. Wyvern is one of the heroes. A Troll isn't that bad as well. You can fight the Ursa. What else?
I think most of the time Ursa afraid of the very annoying support heroes, the Vano,
yeah,
the Bane that can sleep you forever. Anything that is hard to kill is also annoying, like the Up Spirit, to just roll away from him. So nevertheless, they'll ban away the Troll. Like we have seen a lot of times of this particular matchup, Ursa versus Furon. I feel like Furon has always had the numbers of Ursa because you can build so many ways to shut down the Ursa. You can build for the ISS build, the armor build, or you can just constantly sprout him, forcing him to use his Q to get out of the sprout. There are just so many ways for Furon to play against the Ursa now. And such an early Ursa pick, we have seen how can a team like Geek Fam's caliber really shut down a one-core lineup. So I hope that new Esports is not going into that route.
There's another support that is not too bad against Ursa. The Lich cross armor does can't do well into the Ursa, but Geek Fam, they take out the Bane first. New Esports, they have not revealed any of the support picks just yet, so the Bane is a pretty reasonable ban.
There's no way we could see us at position 4, position 5 Ursa, right?
Nah, no way.
No way they
Ember,
could.
yes. Ursa, no.
Yeah.
Even Ember is position 4. You don't want the Ember to be playing a 5.
Another thing Ursa is afraid about is the silence. So they ban out the Riki themselves to make sure that Ursa will always have a way to pop Enrage, but they have to be careful for the Disruptor coming up from Geek Fam.
Oh yeah, there's also the Disruptor. We saw Geek Fam pick Disruptor yesterday. Disruptor and Outcry. This is also another game where Geek Fam can just say, oh, if you reveal both the Ember and the Ursa, we can just pick it out. Let you deal with it.
Is there maybe the possibility that they picked up the Ursa early to discourage an Alk? Because I think going back in time, Ursa's been a counter to an Alk in lane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but that is under the premises that this Alk is laning against the Ursa. Like because Geek Fam's draft is pretty flexible, right? This can always go to the safe lane, and you can still put the Alk mid. The Void can still go to the off lane. That is assuming that Geek Fam locks in Alchemist. So there's so many ways to dodge the Ursa matchup. Whereas for the Ursa, you have to constantly try and match yourself with the Alchemist, which in this case is pretty much impossible.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so we're looking at our final ban here for the second phase, and it's for new Esports. Any heroes that have made it through that you think are going to be grabbed up in the next phase?
I think Tusk is pretty good against Furon. Always offers you a very reliable way to close the gap. I think it's looking good. They definitely need some kind of hard lockdown because you want something to be able to shut down the Void Spirit and the Furon.
A couple of other heroes that Yamate plays. He also plays Tiny, Skyrath. He plays Spirit Breaker apparently as well. Yeah,
Spirit Breaker has always been a good hero, especially against the Nature's Prophet. I think at one point in this tournament, we are going to see some Spirit Breaker coming up more often because of the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday. KYXY pick the Spirit Breaker. There was no Prophet, but they were doing like a Ricky Ember bat, a Shaker, all super good heroes. Oh yeah, another hero that does want to Lycan ban out.
Yeah. They are trying to avoid the Zoo meta to be open again from Geek Fam.
And Phoenix for new Esports. So this is not new, but this is interesting. They don't typically pick up the Phoenix.
Yeah, and this is not the hero that you want to enable Ursa though. Because Ursa, most of the time you want hero that can give you the disable so they can go in and go crazy. But Phoenix is not that hero. And looking at Geek Fam,
Mozen's hero? Or is it Yamate to play the Phoenix?
I haven't seen them play Phoenix recently.
Phoenix 4 is probably the best. Yeah. We've seen Candyloon play Phoenix before.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the only one game that New Esports has played Phoenix, and it's on Candyloon.
But then if this is Candyloon's hero, then New Esports have potentially already revealed 2 to 3 of their cores.
Yeah. This is basically just all 3 cores revealed, and there's a lot of greed in there. But if you play the Phoenix is better off as a 4.
But the games that we have seen Candyloon play the Phoenix, they haven't won any games with Phoenix, I believe.
That one game they played, they lost.
Like we mentioned, I really want to see New Esports having their players to play their role. Candyloon,
This is different.
This is not something that he wants to play.
Yeah.
So maybe what they're looking to is elevate Yamate maybe Yamate ends up having to play the initiator instead, and even DDZ, maybe they have to send in those two as their main initiators, and Candyloon plays that back line to try and keep Lats alive on that Ursa.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I still feel like you should give Candyloon someone that can frontline. They can buy all the aura items. You put this Phoenix as a 4, so you don't have to worry about the egg going off, right? The egg isn't as important as as important in terms of going off when the Phoenix is a support. But Pascal pick.
This is really the Yamate hero. It does let him frontline. So
Geek Fam is getting all the heroes that they want against Ursa, Vano and Pango. There's the lucky shot, there's a slow.
The Pango's huge. It disrupts the Phoenix and the Ursa quite a lot.
This Vano is pretty. Everyone would have seen this coming, right? You first pick the Ursa that early on. If the enemy has a Vano player, the Vano is gonna go through regardless.
Yeah, that's why I was very surprised of the Lycan ban, because Ursa, he's not a hero that afraid of Lycan. You send all the minions, I'll just enrage, kill them all with my overpower.
Yep, now Geek Fam bans the Centaur. It's making things harder and harder for new esports.
So, so it looks like Geek Fam, they're actually expecting the Phoenix to be played in a supporting role, not the Candyloon Phoenix.
Yeah, and the Phoenix has to be played as support. You need someone to frontline. Like Candyloon is the guy that frontlines. You need to give him that hero right now. But without the Centaur, his options now has been kind of diminished.
That's a really good Centaur ban.
Yeah.
Like the Stampede could have helped Ursa so much in disengaging and also engaging.
Yeah, the gap closed.
Yes.
Yeah, against like a Pango, the Vano slow Stampede is awesome, but they won't have that anymore.
They also need something that can close their gaps as well against the Vano and the Nature Swafford, guys. This is Bara time.
It's Bara time.
It's the Bara core.
It's Bara time.
They might have to take a page out of the reality report here.
Unless they still want like someone that can stand there and fight and take aura. I mean, buy the aura items. Maybe the Underlord again.
I knew you wanted to say Underlord.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say it's the best pick, but it's not too bad.
Because he buy pipes, he buy griefs as well. So coming in with the deep push and sustainability as well. I can see how Underlord could be good here for new esport, but looking at that draft, you would think that they want to go fast. So maybe Underlord is a bit of counter synergy there.
Help the Seeker ban. Yep, the Brewmaster also banned out by Geek Fam. So all the really, I mean the
team
priority
fighters.
choice, in terms of offlaners, they are taken out.
Right, so we're all suspecting a Candyloon hero here for new esports?
It has to be, right?
Because he also plays Puck.
Oh yeah, he has played Puck off lane.
He plays Puck, also plays DP, although I'm not sure if DP really fits in here with this lineup.
Pretty tough, honestly. DP, they have so many ways to do DP. Same with the Puck as well.
I feel like right now, because since Ursa has got so countered by Geek Fam,
Do they want Necrophos?
I think they want some kind of winning condition too on Candyloon's hero. So maybe Anima could be the hero here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless they want to go like the Necrophos, right? Just stand there in the middle. Necrophos isn't that.
But Necrophos
Isn't too bad, but
against Snapfire and Pangolier ultimate,
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Even against Vano, like
Yeah.
you just Wow.
Just so many good reactions for Geek Fam.
Oh, boy.
Snapfire for the Phoenix, you have Veno for the Ursa. Then you have the Nature's Prophet. The Pango in general counters a lot of new esports heroes if they get hit by that Rolling Thunder. It's very scary.
If it's a 3 Phoenix, then their support could be like a Grimstroke or something. But I really want a Candyloon hero right now.
You have the last pick here, so
Underlord,
you don't really want to
okay.
spend it on a post 5.
Mars? Come on, any of this?
Tide
Okay,
Hunter.
there we go.
Alright,
Tide
so
Hunter.
those should be handling the Phoenix. Unless they decide to swap roles again, I honestly don't know what new esports will really
They
do.
finally brought the Tide Hunter. I think this is like their, what they call their last option, right? The Hail Mary. It's like, guys, we don't have anything else. What hero do you want that can help us in team fights? Tide Hunter.
Alright, they have the Tide and Phoenix wombo combo, but you have to make the stars align.
Execution.
Execution.
It's about execution right now. New esports has been known for their execution, but we have not seen that in this week. So hopefully this game is the game.
Predictions, do you think you have faith in new esports or will it be Geek Fam?
Man, now that you put it that way, I feel bad for not supporting it. But I'm going with Geek Fam.
Geek Fam?
Alright, I mean, for mental support, I'll go for new esports.
10
Ursa, my
seconds
boy,
remaining.
even though there's a lot of counter in the pool, but
It's
if there's one guy that can make it work, it has to be Lance.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Looks like the panel is going to go 1-1 for their predictions. We're going to jump into game 2 right now. Can you esports make the comeback? Lyrical, Winter, take it away.
Thank you so much, Danny Lee, and the wonderful panel. All you people out there are killing it. I will say, Winter, there was one hero I wanted to see New Esports pick up, and it would have been amazing. The Darkseer. But alas, they decided to go over for the Tidehunter instead. The big old fish man is going to be swimming through and trying to make it work. And man, it's going to be tough. What do you think about the drafts?
They have Ursa. Ursa is one of the very, very high win rate heroes. And the Tide kind of puts everything together. They need like some AoE frontline tank that has a lot of disable. And Tide provides everything for them. And Tide is great against Nature's Prophet. He's great against Venomancer. Yeah, and just all in all, a very good pick to round out the draft.
Cool. Well, we'll be excited to see indeed if Fishman can make it happen. Candy Loon going to be playing on that one. I will say, and this is something the panel talked about, 65% win rate was what New Esports had on the previous patch. They have yet to win a game on this patch. We'll see if they can do it now. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. New Esports trying to break the streak, going up against Geek Fam. And we will be hopping it back into the game now, as it is going to be an interesting one to watch. We talk about the win rates, where they're sitting right now. New Esports not having a great time on the patch. Does feel like there's a complete operation and moving away from everything else that they've been doing. Do you like that idea? Just switch everything up.
They definitely needed to adjust towards like the new patch. I think this time they have a pretty good draft against what the Dire team has. They have good lanes. Taz is strong in the lane. They have team fight from the Taz and Ursa are strong in the lane. They have team fight from Phoenix and Tide. And Ember is just their catch, their initiation. So they are ticking a lot of the boxes in the draft, and they have Roshan control, the Ursa. And they're on the Radiant side. Thank you, says Ursa.
Yeah, give it to them easy and peasy. Just walk on in there and get it taken that much quicker with the tag team if they want.
Yeah. And for the Dire side, they are looking to play a very high tempo game because they have a Nature's Prophet carry, Void Spirit mid, Venom off lane, Venom is a team fight with Pango, Snapfire. They have a very good draft as well around the team fight plus fast-paced game. It will come down to the lanescape. Whoever gets a slight advantage from the lanes, I think, is going to be able to get a huge control in the game later, because they both have very similar lineups. Heavy team fight later, they have catch, they have late game. So the laning is going to be very, very crucial. And Geek Fam seems like they're deciding to go for an aggressive tri-lane, something we don't see too much right now.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not what we've been used to, and we'll see what they're able to do with it. Cuckoo, Zephyr, and Whitemon down here. They're going to send them over on the other side. I was like, that would have been crazy. That would have been insane.
Why? I'm sure there's some games that aggressive tri-lane is. I know it's not very good most of the time, but I think the beauty of Dota is there's always a situation where doing something weird is actually a good thing in this game. And Whitemon is throwing out a lot of damage with the Scatter Blast here, pushing Candy Loon out of the lane. Doesn't have a salve, so he's gonna have to chill for quite some time.
That sucks. Has to be forced completely out, but at the same time, Yamate was pulling the wave back behind the tower, and you can see immediately afterwards, Raven. Oh no, his treants! He lost him.
No, that's bad. That's not good for him. He wanted to control. Wow. He wanted to control the wave here. Wait for this wave to meet up and deny creeps here. He's trying to drag. Still okay. 3 melee creeps here. I think he sort of salvaged that. It's still fine.
And you can see that Whitemon missing Candy Loon while all this is going on as well. Scatterblast completely misses. Oh, that's not what you wanted to see. So they won't be able to punish Candy Loon, and he does have his stop that heals him back up afterwards. His bottom, taking a look at it, and see constant spray of harass, a orb of venom on the Pango, and then just Veno being Veno. This is an annoying lane to go up against.
Venomancer plus Pango Lucky Shot.
Ugh.
Can your life get even worse? Poison Sting, Gale, than the lucky shot of Revan.
Yeah, I mean, if Whitemon stayed there, that would have been the absolute worst. But as it is, this isn't good.
Looking at the last hit, it's Ursa's 12 and 3, so it seems that he doesn't care.
Huh.
Venom is 5 and 2.
Well, now he's getting Gale lucky shot as Cuckoo gets level 2. Another round of the swashbuckle right clicks. Mosin just going to mosey on out of there.
Well, I guess the lane is going to progressively get harder when the Venom gets more points in Poison Sting on Gale. I'm not sure what does he want to go for in his lane. Does he want to go for like more of the wards early and top lane? Tide is getting gone on.
Taking a bit amount of damage. Body blocks coming in from Raven. You love to see it. Can they fully encapsulate him in pain? Not quite. Candyloo gets out on the other side. Just barely.
Yep, and bot lane, I was going to say that I'm interested to see if Venom actually goes for wards early, or he's going to go for more on the Gale and the Sting to go for a more harass build against the Ursa. And here comes the teleport from the Tusk, level 2, Snowball and Tag Team. But he's going to get spotted, that's observed. Yeah, so they know.
That's a big wasted moment right here. If they can't get anything, they're gonna try and go now. Zephyr is just going to TP away, barely gets out of there. Oh, holy moly! Wait a minute, are you kidding me? Cuckoo trying to get out of there. It's gonna die first blood, Cuckoo. You're crazy, man. But it will end up getting them a kill on the Lance nonetheless. Zephyr shows up, Whitemon trying to get the slow. They've already used the dive. Cookie is there, and well, a whole heck of a lot of damage being dealt out there as Yama taking a snowball in, try and find another opening here. But in the end, it ends up working out for Geek Fam.
And Carl has a regen rune to refill his bottle. Everything just going well for them, except for the fact that Cuckoo died and he does not have a teleport scroll. But I think everyone else is just having a great old time. Look at the supports. The Pango is level 4 because the laner died and got the FP in the lane.
I am the offlaner now. Did you see my Earth Spirit last game? Do you have any idea how talented I am? That's what Zephyr's saying.
I deserve a promotion.
Exactly. You mentioned the regen rune picked up for Void Spirit as Ursa. Cookie in, and he's gonna get brought down too.
OTP and Bounty Rune is gonna spawn. Right, Diet has the Bounty Rune controls right now. They're probably gonna be able to get at least 3. If the Nature's Prophet decides to TP to steal the other one.
You know, we gotta say, there's been a lot going on, but mid lane, Carl is having a really good time against this Ember so far. I don't feel like it should be this heavily into his favor, but it is. 34 now and 6 versus the 25 and 3. It's been a tough one for the Ember.
I mean, I think Void Spirit should be able to have an upper hand here because you cannot trade against the Resonant Pulse. But we saw, I think it was it our game where it was Alacrity and he chose to go for more points in the chain against
the Void
Spirit.
Owned him.
Yeah, and he actually won the lane because of that.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, though, Carl gets level 6, as does DDZ, and he's getting kind of aggro there. He gets both the Astral Steps as the snowball comes in, trying to get Carl, but to simulate away as down bottom Lance trying to punish some damage onto Zephyr, but won't be able to do it.
They missed the Gale. Otherwise, I think they could have proceeded to try and go for the Ursa pick off there. But it wasn't the case, and right now, 6-minute rune. I want my bottle refill, says Carl. Where is
does he get lucky? He does get lucky with the spawn up top at the very least. And snowball over to the creeps, trying to live. Yamate pulled in and killed off. Remnant in from DDZ. What do you do? He doesn't have mana. In a ton of trouble. Sleight of Fist. Zephyr gonna live. No, he does get brought down. But they managed to get the bottle refill afterwards for Carl. That was horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Buddy syndrome again, you know, he wanted to go back. He was walking towards the rune and then he saw the Tusk snowball. Okay, maybe I can help him. So he tried to go in and go for, yeah, sure, he one kill, but there was no way it was worth it for him.
I mean, again, like, you like the idea of trying to go in and make the big play, but the results did not work out the way they wanted it to, and they're hurting. 1,000 gold lead at the early goings.
And right now, the key thing to look is how is both teams going to secure the levels for their supports. How is the mid lane going to rotate? The Ember has already chosen to move top, so giving the Tusk the lane right now. Phoenix is level 4. So it's going to be very important that they try to squeeze out as much XP on this level staff supports so they get their level 6 earlier.
If at all possible. There are those two heroes up here top trying to pressure Raven.
Have you seen
Ember's not
Nature's
getting anything.
Prophet rotate at all? Like he hasn't rotated right with his Nature's Wrath yet.
No. Hasn't really needed to, it feels like, but that's just signaling how much more dangerous they could still get for new esports, because he's going to use it now. The rotation coming in from Zephyr, level 5 supports at 7.5 minutes. This is insane. He's having a standout series here.
Well, you say he's a support, but he's higher level than Cuckoo. Cuckoo's level 4. Okay, he's just level 5. 8-minute rune. 8-minute rune. Where's the luck right now? Who does Gaben favor here? Who gets the rune? Oh, Carl gets the rune again. So he's gonna be able to rotate once more. His TP is on cooldown for 45 seconds, but Ember has TP right now. But he doesn't have a rune, so he's probably gonna have to play more defensively.
Tide Hunter going to TP back up top to stop the pressure onto the tier 1. They used the glyph already, so any rotations that lead to kills are probably going to be towers for Geek fam. Gotta watch for it.
Top lane is probably the place they want to...
Cuckoo. Are they going to go on him? He doesn't feel great going for this kill.
Nice
Cookie lands, stun on both, land in trouble, gonna drop. Yet again, Mosin hoping to do something, anything here. And Cuckoo with the brilliant bait gets the kill in the end. DDZ trying to turn the scale is onto him. DDZ not able to get it range. Cuckoo, the bait again, 20 HP. And DDZ again out of mana. He's just gonna get right click down. Wrath of Nature isn't quite gonna be there. Oh god, it missed. And Chase trying to find him. Oh, DDZ getting out of there. And he is gonna escape.
Tip was too early, and here comes the Ursa. The tip was way too early, man.
Oh no, why not? It's gonna be the one left behind. Cuckoo has a way out, you don't. Or rather, Raven has a way out.
So, I think rune battle is gonna commence. 30 seconds. Ember has all the way back to base to deal. Doesn't have a TP scroll. Does he have a remnant? Yeah, he has a remnant. So let's see who gets the upper hand in the rune control. Tango's level 6. Snapfire is level 4.5, so I guess he's gonna be the one getting the book. He has a veil? Hello?
Oh my god, what?
He has a veil at 9 minutes?
Just nothing else but the veil. He has 1,800 net worth. It's all in that veil. Cuckoo, or rather Carl.
Cheap. The item is so cheap. I know.
It's insane. He's gonna find Yamate. Right click through Astral Step, one more punch, and he pops. So is Veil the new best item? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. Some may say it's the helm.
Yeah, it's fair.
And some may say it's the basher. Depends what role you're playing.
Yeah. Candy Loon already has that helm right now, and they're gonna run into Yamate yet again. Carl gonna back away as he sees the TPs coming in. No Ravage used as of yet in this game.
Yep, Phoenix are fake, so they have all the team fight there in the world for them right now. Ember Spirit has, in this rune, he's going to try to defend. I think Daya has chosen to abandon top and go for the trade at bottom. Wow, they have Orchid, 11 minutes.
Oh, taunt, danger, danger. Mosin already dead on the other side of the map is there. And kind of aggro, but not going to use the Ravage there.
Yeah, but that's the Orchid reveal on the Nature's Prophet, so new esports, they're going to be aware of this. The 1-for-1 trade on the towers, and like you said, the Tide has still Ravage. Phoenix has an egg when he respawns. I think it's probably a good idea right now they do a smoke and try to fight in their own jungle, try to reclaim their territory right now. The Tusk is not level 6 though, he's level 5.
White Monster spots out Candyland here. It's going to get caught by the Gush for the moment. Meanwhile, Cuckoo's going to try and hold the line. But it is only 2 heroes that are down here. Ravage and Egg is good, but you need people to defend. Looks like they are not going to attempt to go for a big play to kick them out of the jungle at the moment.
So the Nature's Prophet is going to go for BKB next. so he can stand and deliver in the team fights, kill the egg. And we see a smoke on the Geek Fam support duo, Zephyr and Whitemon. They're going to try to reclaim their top area. Nature's Prophet has a TP ready with the Orchid. Void Spirit has a TP ready as well. This is going to be huge if they can kill the Ursa. But the task is there to be, you know, the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Yamate, Snowball. They have Throwing Thunder if they want to use it. And yeah, they're just going to end up taking the kill on the Yamate.
Good play. Like, he knows where he needs to be.
I mean, the thing to me that's crazy is Lance just got level 8. Zephyr is level 8 and rolling at him right now. This is a severely under-leveled Ursa as he is in a ton of trouble. And the Snapfire ultimate afterwards, Lance. Oh, okay, there we go. I like to see it. Oh, he slowed down though. Barely.
Mid lane. Cool.
He just got caught. Okay. And the TP in from Whitemon. Don't know if this is really going to work for you. The plan is not going the way that they wanted it to. I do not believe Gush out turns around to try and fight Carl. No answer, but they come back in there. Now Raven moving into position, catching him. The Ravage comes a bit too late. They do have the egg. Oh, a great stomp after the Ravage. Geek is in trouble now as the stun's going to come through. Blows up. Can they find any more? Carl trying to back out of there. Shards are already down. Throws out the 8th Remnant, pulling that Tidehunter that much closer in. Carl trying to escape, but will not be able to. The group up from New is just too strong.
That's a fantastic egg by Mozun there. Very well placed. Like the best possible combo that they could have asked for there with the Ravage.
The hook stomp that came afterwards as well. The Helm of the Dominator creep. Super good with Tidehunter.
I guess it's time to draft heroes that can kill the creep. Mirana, CM. If Helm is going to be as popular as it is right now, those heroes that can eliminate the creep easily in the fights are going to be somewhat considered again.
Or Midas coming back, the real dream.
Kill the creep?
Yeah, exactly. When I was spamming,
why not?
I was spamming Darkseer, and my worst enemy was always Midas's. When I had the Helm of the Dominator, it felt so terrible.
I'll
just like come up,
eat the creep.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Where's he been? I haven't seen a lot of Doom recently. I like that hero. Well, group up coming now from Geek Fam as they want to pressure for this mid-tier 1 tower. They know no Ravage available for 60 more seconds. Taunt comes out. Rolling Thunder coming in afterwards. They do manage to get away for the moment. And it looks like with the glyph coming out, they're going to hold on to their tower. New Esports. They're in a good position. All the treants moving in and try and take it down, but the tower will not fall unless they go for the deny themselves.
That was a nice little move there by the Phoenix, using the dark to dodge the Rolling Thunder without cancelling the Sunray. So he kept the Sunray going on the Candylune tight. So that was just a nice little play there by him. Don't get to see those kind of plays too often. But right now they're going to have the Ravage in 20 seconds, so they feel like they're strong. Double Bracer on the toss. He feels more like the position 5 this game, and the Phoenix is the core hero, like a semi-core hero.
It is a little bit weird that way, isn't it?
I mean, the Phoenix can do more in this game because there's a tide to set up and protect his egg. Like whenever I feel like the egg has a combo to go with, I feel like it's nice to give him more farm and more levels, especially important to get the level 12.
This is always such a hard thing to deal with is, you know, Ursa goes into Roche, the Tidehunter's in there with him. How do you come and test this when you know Ravage is up? They're going right in. I mean, it was scans. Oh god, Snapfire. Oh my god, the roll through afterwards. You guys have walked into a ton of pain. Snowball to try and keep him alive. Hands weren't there. Okay, blow him up once. Candylune needs to be careful. Buyback coming from the Tusk. Candylune and Lance both very low. Roche down to about 3rd HP. Trying to control. Dual Scepter.
They have that.
8th Remnant afterwards. Candylune trying to heal up as he's getting ready to walk in. But it looks like that might be the end of it. Do New Esports dare walk back into the pit? There's no ultis up from Geek Fam.
They are smoked. They are smoked. This could be big. Snowball.
Oh, the Simulate walk away. And can't get to the low ground, but that actual step comes out. Now control there. Ravage only hits onto one, but it's the Pango. So he's dead. Buyback is available if they want to use it. Way towards Kenny there on the Cuckoo. He does have his ultimate, going to land on absolutely everybody. Buyback for the Pango now. What more can they find? Carl thinking about going in, but he's used everything. Zephyr, he has 8 seconds until Point Thunder is back up. If they can keep him in the area, this could be a big moment for him. New Esports needs to get the hell out of here. And it looks like they will.
That was very well done there. They stopped chasing, even though, look at the heroes, right? Dire had 2 heroes dead. The Radiant chased up to here, the steps, and they realized, oh no, this is the Dire high ground. They were disciplined enough to go back, even though they had a 5 against 3 scenario.
It does, at the very least, set them up to make this Roche that much harder. No Ravage means that New Esports can't just walk in and do that. So shutting down that early Ravage attempt, or Roche attempt, is really, I think, key for Geek fam.
Yeah, how are they getting Radiant? And they got Radiant and second pick this game on the New Esports. So Geek fam must have opted to go for either Dire or they wanted to have first pick.
Yeah, very weird.
So right now you see the Radiant advantage, you know, like being like you're always naturally going to be on this side, so you tend to have more flexibility for the Roshan. And like you said, Dire, at least they have the outpost TP to defend the Roshan.
Yeah, definitely needed, as there's not a whole heck of a lot of other things that are going great for Dire.
What do they have on Nature's Prophet? Oh, he has BKB. Okay, this is a huge...
Yeah. Could be a big moment for them. Right now, Veno, 4 points up in wards, just picked up the stone as well to try and catch up in this position 3. Wraparound coming.
Wards? Do they have wards? They need to place Observer on the high ground right now.
They got it. No vision though, but it does give them free reign to walk up the hill and hold on to this high ground if they want it now. Problem is there really isn't that much else that they can do. I guess that they're going to pressure the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, get the
which is the nice part.
Oh, Veno is under Radiant Vision. Because he have a 4-star. He has no way of getting out if he gets caught. Yeah.
He's got to play it so safe. But Candy Loon is going to be spotted on that ward. So recognizing the inherent danger, they are going to back away. The scan turns green. That signals New Esports not in there trying to take the Roche.
They have to get a pipe up and running. Like, because the Tide went for like because he had a good lane, so he went for a very greedy build. He went flat plus Arm of the Dominator, and they don't have a pipe now, so it's giving still Dire the advantage in the team fight because of this Veno ultimate, Snapfire, Pango, Nature's Wrath. Like, I feel like whenever you build the Helm of Dominator now and you still want to go for, they're kind of like the same item like the Blades. Go for it for
wait a minute, down bottom, Ember, oh, he's able to juke out the Dissimulate. Dual Scepter afterwards, lands with the taunt, right clicks, easy, barely getting out of there.
I mean, was it the talent that actually saved him? The Flame Guard absorption? He
must have been.
Survived because of that. And he has a Nether Shell as well, giving him magic resistance. I think overall...
They did Yule them too.
Yeah, overall, the key item for Radiant right now is the pipe on the fight. I'm not sure if he wants to go for the dagger right away. He might be considering it because of the combo with the egg. But I think those 2 items are both equally important in the team fights for the Tide, since he went for both the Helm and the Vlad, so he's going to slow down his team fight items right now. He's pretty fat. Look at the net worth. Like, he's the fattest hero on the Radiant team right now.
Going for that Atos. Yeah, a little bit of an interesting one. Oh, wait, did you sell some stuff? Am I crazy? Who got the Atos? He did have 2 crowns. Oh, okay, that's Phoenix. Phoenix is going for it, excuse me. He has 2 crowns and is about to have the Staff of Wizardry too, so pretty farmed. As the Ember picking up another one of these small items. Now, I like the Veil on supports, but do you think it's overkill picking it up on Ember Spirit since he already has the Spirit Vessel?
I think the item is just good. Yeah, it's good with the Phoenix combo. Ember is going for, look at his talent. I think he's going to go for the magic build. He's going to go for like Flame Guard DPS. So he has a Veil plus 50 Flame Guard DPS and the Flame Guard absorption. He's going to play all in the magic damage and the magic resist to deal with. I think this is a good move against the Dire lineup, and they're going to smoke. This is a very crucial position in the game. The Tide has a hood, no pipe, but he's very tanky.
Oh, Cuckoo walking that with low ground. DDZ, they spot him right at the start, trying to live. He does have no buyback. Zephyr Already dead.
Placing the ward here, giving them the vision and the takeoff here, it's gonna allow them to get the rush. And Pango has no buyback. Gabe, he has no buyback.
It's dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. He is back up in 40 seconds, but they know that's, well, already dropping down. The ulti from Snapfire. Lance using Enrage to live through it. What more can it do? The EZ gonna step up to high ground, TP back home after he uses his remnant, and it's a free and easy Roche for him.
He was considering, he dropped his coin back into the backpacks. He was considering just doing all the stuff, you know. That would have been a nice moment to get a steal on the Aegis, but he decides better. He doesn't want to risk his life. He's a pretty fat hero right now, so I mean, I think the first Roshan is still not that big of a deal for them. I think the second Roshan is going to be the one that's going to allow the Radiant team to siege the high ground. This Roshan is probably going to mean that you're going to lose maybe your tier 2s and your last tier 1 at bottom. It's still not the worst.
Well, and you know, that's also depending upon, I guess that they do have all those like little fighting items that they can play around with there. But like, you know, looking at the Ursa, BKB, and Drums, like he's a fast hero. Obviously really hard to deal with, but I do kind of wonder how well he's going to do once Venom starts, you know, dropping down wards everywhere, slowing him down. He needs to get a lot done in that BKB.
His role this game doesn't feel like he needs to fulfill like the most of the damage. I think he just needs to stand in front, like front line with the Tide, BKB, and just try to be a hero that protects the egg. Because I think the thing that's gonna win them the fights is the Ravage plus the Phoenix egg combo in the engagements. I think that's their most important tool.
Zephyr again in some trouble. Cookie, Force Staff afterwards. He's living for the moment, but that Spirit Vessel did a lot.
Look at that damage, you know, like, not to mention because he has all this magic amp and the Vessel is doing magic damage, so it's a lot of damage, you know, everything is so painful.
Yeah, they really need a pipe, like super bad.
Who's gonna buy the pipe? No one's buying the pipe, I think.
I was thinking Benno. Oh, DDZ. Will Scepter lift up to take off the Flame Guard, still chasing, trying to get Whitemon, and the Spirit Vessel is not going to be enough for the kill. DDZ, Remnants away, and the eyes are set now. New Esports trying to take this tier 2. The Gale now hits onto DDZ. Candyland still ready to walk forward. They get the continual slowdown, the Plague Wards carrying their retreat away. So they can keep on dropping one by one. Snapfire Ultimate also onto DDZ. Does manage to get out of there, and Zephyr also going to go for the ulti. They're chasing slowly and steadily and controlling him, blowing him up. Can it be enough? They will get the Aegis. Now the snowball pulls Yamate in that much closer. But Stomp going to be used now on a Tidehunter. That was a takeover of the Helm of the Dominator as they taunt and pull in Candyloon. So they managed to get a lot out of that. Burning through the Aegis with still another 2 minutes left on it.
Yeah, really need the dagger on it because it's pretty important that he gets the dagger and starts the fight. Because the Tide doesn't really want to start the fight with the Ravage. He wants to wait for the egg and he protects the egg with the Ravage.
Right.
So I think they need to just let the Tusk farm his blink right now.
I mean, the thing though that I'm seeing as they are going to try and go on him, Easy pulled in, Aether Remnant down, full control, and just gone.
Damn,
that was insane.
Holy shit. Desolator and just Blightstone Assault, because he just melted.
This is what I was going to talk about, is that right now Raven, while everybody's just been running around, he's 5,000 gold ahead of the next highest in the game. He has been farming like a madman.
Oh yeah, look at it. He has a DD.
Oh my goodness. He's waiting on it.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his TP to come off cooldown, then he's going to pick it up.
Jeez. And look at this, taking out stacks the whole way through too. The BKB 10-second one ready to go. I don't know how you deal with this if you're Radiant. Like, what's the play?
He's giving it to the Void Spirit.
Oh, okay. What a nice guy.
You asked me what is the play, and I'm going to tell you they have to find an initiation. The play is for the Tusk to go in, blow up either the Snapfire or the Venomancer, and then you are good to take the fight from there. If they cannot get a good jump, it will be difficult for them to win the fights because they're going to get the BKB off. I don't think they can kill the Ninja's Prophet, and he's just going to be doing too much damage.
They're going on tight mid lane, And it feels like this is just an attempt to sort of pull them all together while everybody else farms.
This is the last person you want to touch in the fights first.
Yeah.
You want to kill, I think the Phoenix and the Tusk are the people you want to kill first if you're higher.
Radiant's top
When you take out the
tower is under
Tusk and the
attack.
Phoenix, the fight becomes very, very easy. It's going to be the battle of who can kill the other support first.
5-man smoke mid lane, but all of the waves are pushing in. You know this is coming. And can they make anything of it? In some trouble, and he is going to drop. It's like that.
Otherwise, he would have probably lived there. Would have removed the chains and swashbuckler out of there. But let's see if there's going to be a consequence for the Pango dying here. He's 30 seconds still in the grave. His team is pushing out the waves. Oh, they seem like they're going to rotate bot to kill this Ember. Here comes the Void Spirit.
This does not feel great right now for New Esports. They're going to lose another. Yule's Scepter pulls him up and bring him down. They've got the silence after he just gets destroyed. But back towards mid, they will find at least a kill into White Mom. But like, none of this feels good for New Esports right now. They've found a couple kills. They're down 7,000 gold. The last couple minutes have been horrific.
Yeah, Nature Prophet has been just taking so much of the map, the teleportation and the kills. Like, he's been doing a very, very good job picking up. Like, so far the Ember has died like what, twice or 3 times in the last couple of minutes, all towards the Orchid and the Void Spirit Yule setup. You saw that he died in like what, 4 shots?
Yeah. Oh god, Raven. He finds Ozen. Oh, there's the silence. The right click's coming through. It's 2 dead. Raven is so strong right now. Oh my god. And like, Ember's gonna be he's going back for an Aghanims. Like, this Ember does not feel scary at all this game right now.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to get the items. I mean, the item is great on Ember, but given the current situation, it feels like he needs to go for some armor items or some survival items to dispel the silence. He has no way of removing it. Yeah, he has no way of... Lotus would be solving both problems. You can dispel the silence and you have armor.
It's tough though. I mean, he feels like he just needs so much, because like if you go Lotus, now you really have no damage, and well, he's gonna have the Aghanim, so maybe his goal is just run in and take the fight, but we'll see how it ends up working. Right now, Geek fans firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, Tide on the other hand, he has all the tanky items. He has the vehicle on top of his pipe. He's gonna be a very formidable frontline.
You know what else?
The question is still the same. Whoever gets the jump in the team fight, whoever sees the supports first, and you kill them, you're going to be in full control of the team fights. So you have to be very careful around playing under vision, being on the high ground, being on the low ground. Everything needs to be precise for you to win the fight.
You know, the other thing that we didn't really talk about, I just noticed, is Ember also has the Nether Shawl. You know, you're talking about those neutral items. That's one that, with all this physical damage coming in, feels like a huge liability.
You have to take it off when you're getting, you know, like Thompson takes it off when he's getting hit.
Really?
In a team fight. Yeah, I've seen him do that. Like whenever he needs it, he just puts it, he just micros.
But like 5 heroes just standing together mid watching Lance farm. This is not the way that you want to play Dota. And meantime, Geek Fam just get the entire rest of the map. Like, and there's not much else that New Esports can really do right now, because there's so much, you know, wave push going on, and just this is a hard game right now for New Esports. It feels like they're not getting an opportunity.
Roche is I think probably the last stand for them. They have to try and defend the Roche. Can't imagine them holding a base if Daya gets it's just the Roche, right? So it's gonna be either the Refresher or the Aghanims.
We just saw a Silver Edge get picked up for Raven, so now they have a way with Orchid and Silver Edge to kill Tidehunter with no Ravage potentially.
Wish you build a Lotus to save it.
Yeah.
But no. Nobody has a Lotus.
So 11,000 gold lead. The last several minutes have seen basically no kills, but just exclusively better farming patterns from Geek Fam and keeping New Esports just held in one area.
The thing about Dota is you have to understand sometimes you can't fight, and when the enemy is not, because you're stronger, the enemy is dodging you. You you can't really force things too much because they are like defending. Like this wall is a good example. Even if they are 10k behind, but they're holding a good position, the Helm's Deep of the Radiant, and it's not that easy for the Dire team to infiltrate, even though you're 10k ahead, you know. And I think that what they're doing right now is consolidating their advantage. They are continuously farming. They're waiting for the next items, and they're waiting for Rosh. Rosh is the last objective of the game. I think if they get the Rosh, they're going to be able to just win the game already. And Radiant has to take the last stand right there.
Yeah, they need to do it when that comes around, but every minute that goes by, it feels like it's coming more and more into the favor of Geek Fam. They haven't left this area right here. The whole rest of the map has just been all Geek Fam.
This is the only place they can defend, like I said. Their Helm's Deep, and they're going to decide that enough is enough. Right now, we have to reclaim the map. We have the dagger on the tide.
Oh, and Yamate, he'll find Whitemon, tries to get in and out of there, and the timing of the stun, he knew he was going to be dead. So they will end up losing. Poor old Whitemon, but the jump in, looking for more Cuckoo. He's maybe a bit too far as well, so they're going to be able to find themselves another kill. But now the turnaround comes in a lot of danger, tries to kill him off. Carl gets the Disinflate off, trying to run away. Lance will not get hit by that Rolling Thunder. So 2 kills, much needed for New Esports, and it actually opens up Roche.
That was almost a +1. If they were able to get another bash and it forces a Cuckoo buyback, I think this is a very good buyback. He identifies that the Roche is way too important for them to give up right now. If Radiant gets the Roche, the game is going to take a huge turn.
And Zephyr, he's going to get brought down. He does that buyback.
No TP though, he has no TP. This is bad.
Or staff to the other side. That was great play there by New Esports, recognizing that they needed to wait for the moment.
He has to buy back to intimidate the opponent right now. He has to buy back.
Carl throws out the taunt, pulling him in. Snapfire ulti going out. One of his kits does good amount of damage, and then Rage, and then immediately dissimulate away by Carl. He needed to do that perfectly with the Abyssal Blade up. It could have gone really far awry. But you can see Cuckoo. Heavy plays right there. Like the fact that they were able to force them out of the Roche pit without needing to use the Pango buyback is insane.
That was a very good decision there by the Dire team not to expand the buyback, and they were able to, like you said, drive them away. I feel like the Ursa needs a dagger. He needs to be able to jump, you know. Like whoever gets the jump and eliminates someone is going to have a huge deciding factor in the team fights. Initiation is very important. Wait, they're just walking in.
They're crazy. Oh my god, they're absolutely insane. Trying to move in. Ravage is available there. And they're going to hit the taunt for the moment. Raven walks back in, going to get bashed. Need to be careful about the spirits that are making their way. Zephyr looking for an opening. He's trying to blink the break dagger, but not Peter in time. The turnaround comes out. They're able to snatch the Aegis by virtue of Carl. Great play. Egg on the other side. Zephyr trying to do whatever damage he possibly can. So with that, New Esports are going to be able to take the second round of these fights, as they will soon kill off DDZ. He's going to drop. The Phoenix, though, is also going to go a turn. Taunting now, controlling the Ursa. You just have to lift them afterwards. They got him fully surrounded, and Raven shows back up and blows him up. So it's looking good for a moment, but Geek Fam come out victorious after snatching the Aegis.
That was a very good decision there by, once again, the Pango to PoE. He just decided I have to go in to buy time for them to finish Rush. Ursa was forced to pop his B very early because he needed to dodge the rolling powder. And I think all in all, it just maybe gave them that half a second extra or 1 second extra to finish the Rush, even though they didn't get the last hit, but they were able to secure Aegis shields. And what was the other one? Was it the Aghanim or Refresher?
I think that was just the second one, wasn't it? Am I crazy? I might have been crazy.
No, maybe I'm a little crazy. I thought it was Rush.
Well, regardless, they do not buy back right now in the esports, but these buildings come so quickly. Taunt is there, he's broken, no answer, no nothing. It wouldn't have mattered anyways, but now the roll through Zephyr, just trying to get the rest of his teams out of here. And Raven gonna TP away, Walrus Punch, no, they have the Abyssal Blade. That's more than enough. Raven Sprout trying to get out, great snowball from the man, Yamate.
I have no buyback.
This is something.
This is the time for Radiant to claim something in return. They're gonna try to at least, they won't know if they have buyback or not. They have to try to assume that they might have, and they want to force the buyback if possible right now.
Dude, Raven, how are you going to have 10,000 net worth ahead of the next person in the game and not have buyback? That's insane.
I mean, you look at his buyback, he has 1.8 kill, and he needed 2,300 gold to buyback.
Yeah. Oh, sucks. Would have been a good time to maybe throw that little Philosopher's Stone on him. But he's probably going to be okay now, as you said, knowing that he doesn't have buyback.
Yeah. My father knows. He always tells me to save money in case of a rainy day.
Do you listen?
Nope.
More Battle Pass levels. Carl, DD pulls him back in and rage afterwards. The taunt comes, Snapfire ultimate, and they will use both of them to keep them off of the tower long enough for their teammates to respawn. So at the end of all of the craziness, it's still only one range Rax that's gone down. But wait, in the jungle, mighty jungle, they're finding Ursa Bear, and he is dead.
What?
How does that happen? They're also likely going to lose the Phoenix here. Mosin in a ton of trouble, silenced and dead. That is no buyback on the Ursa. 85 seconds.
He was farming here. That was a ward. That was basically all she wrote. And his team moved here and here to farm. And he wanted to classic carry, right? Maybe I can farm that ancient camp before I leave. Just maybe, you know. And now I do not have buyback.
Well, that is a painful one. I mean, again, only 50 seconds or so. You can see Nature's Prophet going to push out all the lanes. The teleportation cooldown removed means he can be wherever he needs to be. He's going to come back and join the team. They get the break, they get the silence. They don't get a thing out of Candy Loon. He's going to have to buy back. Does have Blink Ravage if he wants to use it. Looking for that opening. They need Ursa back up though too. And immediately the Blink Dagger is broken by the Poison Sting. The right click coming in from the Cuckoo. And snowball in on both of them. Jump forward. Ravage with the BKB reaction is there immediately afterwards. Turning again on the Tidehunter who buys back. And it is not going to be enough. They take down the egg. They take down all of the team fight. And Ursa still not get up as Geek Fam gonna claim those racks and, well, make the safe play and try and push up top next. Unreal. So clean. So clean as the right clicks are going to come through. Buyback coming from the Phoenix. Trying to turn. Oh my god, look at this monster. Thistle Blade. Lance, they sprout to keep him alive. Zephyr jumps to the low ground. He's fine and dandy. Now trying to chase this one down. They've got the Venom ulti out. Gets thrown in and able to get stunned on the left with the Snapfire Aghanim Scepter. Well worth the purchase as DZZ is going to drop. GG is called, and Geek Fam 2-0. Esports again, after 65% win rate in the last patch, have yet to win a game. They don't know what to do.
For the most part, I think in the game they were. I think for this game, they are